High blood pressure is a major cause of heart attack and stroke. Most people are not aware of many facts about it. Keeps blood pressure alive. The heart is a small but powerful pump that beats regularly from birth to the last breath of life. Every minute the heart pumps 5 liters of blood through the countless veins in the body. In order to maintain this process, i.e. blood circulation, it is necessary to have pressure in the circulatory system. This pressure is called blood pressure. There are 2 types of blood pressure, systolic and diastolic. When our heart contracts, then the blood pressure is called contractile blood pressure or systolic pressure. When the heart returns to normal, it is called diastolic pressure. If the blood pressure reading is 80/140ths, it means that the systolic pressure is 140 and the diastolic pressure is 80. Blood pressure changes throughout the day. Blood pressure levels keep changing. Blood pressure rises when you exercise or if there is any pressure. When the body is at rest or asleep, then its level decreases. High blood pressure is enough. High blood pressure, also known as hypertension, affects many people. High blood pressure, also known as hypertension, affects many people. This can be a problem with age. The reason is that with age, the elasticity of the blood vessels in different parts of the body decreases or they become slightly stiffer. Keep in mind that there is no specific cause for high blood pressure, it just happens. It is called primary or primary hypertension. In 10% of cases, there must be some medical cause of hypertension. This is called secondary hypertension. The medical causes of hypertension include kidney disease, obstruction of blood supply to the kidneys, drug use and certain hormonal problems that affect the kidneys. Indirectly, there is an important relationship with the kidneys. There are many factors that can cause high blood pressure, the most important of which are as follows. It is also hereditary, obesity, smoking, excess salt in the diet, lack of exercise, diabetes, kidney diseases. Unaware of high blood pressure, most people do not have any special symptoms of hypertension, so they live unaware of the disease. Obviously, people who are healthy and fit in every way can also suffer from high blood pressure, but they are unaware of this. However, in severe cases, symptoms of high blood pressure appear. These symptoms include nosebleeds, headaches, insomnia, mental distress and confusion, and breathing problems. If hypertension is not treated, heart attacks can occur, and the chances of stroke increase. By treating hypertension and keeping blood pressure normal, you can be protected from many major diseases. If left untreated, in addition to heart attack and stroke, heart failure can be preceded by gradual impairment of the ability to pump blood, kidney failure, poor eyesight, and eye diseases. Hypertension, if left untreated, the central artery passing through the abdomen and chest can dilate and have dangerous consequences. What can be done to control high blood pressure?
A quarter of people with hypertension simply bring their blood pressure back to normal by changing their lifestyle.
Below are the changes that can be helpful in controlling high blood pressure. Smoking should be avoided to control blood pressure and improve general health. Smoking doubles the risk of heart disease and shortens life. Weight loss will be followed by fatigue and constant tiredness. Weight loss will be followed by fatigue and constant tiredness. Use chicken and fish, fresh fruits, vegetables and fiber. Exercise regularly. You can also join a gym for this purpose. If you do not have time, then at least 4 days a week, a 20 to 30 minute brisk walk will help you lose weight. Use less salt. Don't add salt to foods or beverages or use them sparingly. Avoid fast foods and processed foods as they contain significant amounts of salt. Because of the measures that are being taken, their number will be reduced. Not knowing high blood pressure. Yeah, that sounds pretty crap to you. Looks like BT ain't for me either. 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 From which it can be known, and this knowledge is when the health begins to be harmed. According to a survey, about 52% of the country's population suffers from high blood pressure and 42% of people do not know why they suffer from high blood pressure. 120/80ths or less blood pressure is normal, but if it is 140/90ths or more, however, treatment is needed. Anyone can get the disease, but some people have a higher risk. In November last year, the American Heart Association and the American College of Cardiology issued new guidelines for blood pressure readings, saying that if a person's blood pressure is higher than 129/79, it will be considered high blood pressure. As a result, lifestyle changes such as more exercise and dietary changes are necessary. At what age should a blood pressure check be started? According to medical experts, high blood pressure can occur at any age, and if the blood pressure is not checked for a long time, it should be done. The idea that the age is still young and are safe from blood pressure can be dangerous. At present, the rate of young patients with high blood pressure has increased. It is helpful to have your blood pressure checked at least once a year from the age of 18 onwards. Here are 5 symptoms that are important to know. People 40 or older. According to medical experts, blood pressure can rise at any age, but its risk begins to rise rapidly after 40 years. Therefore, it should be made a routine to check blood pressure at home from this age. Specific lifestyle. If you spend a lot of time sitting during the day, you have a habit of smoking, and a high salt diet increases your risk of high blood pressure. Take a break. Cut down on salt in your diet and try to avoid smoking. Obesity. Obesity is a major cause of high blood pressure, especially if you are sleep deprived. Blood pressure in the family. If someone in the family has had high blood pressure, the rest of the family may be at risk. Useful foods. It is especially important for people with high blood pressure to use less salt. Some useful items in blood pressure. Bananas are a natural source of potassium. Lack of this ingredient has negative effects on the body, especially on the muscles and heartbeat. Bananas are not only rich in potassium but also have a low sodium salt rate, which makes it a useful food for people suffering from high blood pressure. Yogurt. Yogurt is rich in calcium, the deficiency of which can increase the risk of high blood pressure. Yogurt also reduces the amount of salt. Yogurt is useful in normalizing high blood pressure, and its taste is pleasing to most people. Cinnamon. Cinnamon is said to be useful in normalizing blood pressure. At the same time, cinnamon also lowers cholesterol levels. This spice can be added to food as well as in sweet dishes and beverages. Adding it to every meal is more beneficial for health. Potatoes. Potatoes are high in potassium. This mineral is useful in lowering blood pressure. Fish. Fish is an excellent source of protein and vitamin D. Both of these ingredients are useful in lowering blood pressure.
Fish also contains healthy omega fatty acids which are useful in lowering cholesterol levels.
Porridge. Barley porridge is a useful food for people suffering from high blood pressure. It is rich in fiber, which is useful in keeping blood pressure low and improves the digestive system. It is also more enjoyable to use it with various fresh fruits. Taste can be made. Beans. Bean seeds are also useful for patients with high blood pressure. These seeds are rich in protein, fiber and potassium. They can also be used boiled. After boiling, when they become soft, they can be added to other vegetables to make delicious dishes that are also medically beneficial. Beetroot. Rich in nitrate oxide, this vegetable lowers blood pressure by dilating blood vessels. Beetroot is useful for controlling blood pressure. It can be used in various ways. It can be made in the form of juice, cooked or eaten raw. Almonds. The benefits of almonds are many. Rich in protein, fiber and magnesium, it is also useful in preventing high blood pressure. Magnesium deficiency in the diet causes high blood pressure. Can be useful in keeping